Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Today we're coming at you from the Museum of Science and Industry here in Chicago, one of my favorite museums in the country, and we're here to check this out, the Marvel Universe of Superheroes exhibit. Molly and I were huge fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so really excited for this. Let's go check it out. All right, it's time to go inside. And we are ready to explore the Marvel Universe at an exhibition for the hero in all of us. We made it inside, and it starts out, well, at the beginning. And man, you want to talk about a collector's item and a comic that must be worth thousands upon thousands. That is Marvel Comics #1, the first ever comic book by Marvel. And it's all about the Human Torch and the Submariner were the first characters. Now an interesting exhibit here all about superheroes in World War II. And how Captain America wants you to buy war bonds and things like that. And then a picture of Captain America #1 where he's famously punching Hitler in the face. They do have some stuff about other famous comic books of this age with funnies and the Phantom, Flash Gordon, amazing stories. And then a couple others over here. Also kind of a Instagram wall with the famous Captain America quote. You have a display here about the war on comics, and look at some of these crazy things from the comic code. A good has to win over evil. No comic magazine should use the word horror or terror in the title. No vampires or cannibalism or werewolves. You can't conceal a weapon in an interesting fashion. They've got to be well dressed. And no slang. Or no cuss words. The next section focuses on Marvel Comics and its creators, or some of the people behind it, like Flo Steinberg, obviously Stan Lee, and then other stuff the company did, all about like how they made like monster comics, almost like B-movie kind of things. And of course, exhibit for Jack Kirby. But yeah, I had no idea that they made like these B-movie kind of things. I do love like the looks of some of them, like the monster at my window.
Yes, it's hilarious.
Wonderful display here showing off all of Stan Lee's cameos in the various MCU movies. My personal favorite, definitely Ant-Man and the Wasp. The 60s were fun, but I'm paying for it now. This is an e-ticket photo op right here. You got the Thing is falling asleep, an animation in the background with Stark Tower and Iron Man. This is wonderful. And next to the Thing, you got an exhibit all about the Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family. And the exhibit here has a lot of these, like this comic art they would use to show like how they were going to make the covers. And it's really cool. And this is great as well. The Fantastic Four #1. Next section of the exhibit focuses on T'Challa, the Black Panther. Complete with a really cool figurine of the Black Panther. And then what I really love is they got the costumes from the films. And they look fantastic. A little more detailed view of the costumes here. Really awesome. A little close up on the mask. And then Shuri's costume is really cool because she has the Black Panther gauntlets on. And if you couldn't tell by the quote, well, we're into the Spider-Man room. Yeah, it's a lot about the art of Into the Spider-Verse. And then just all about it, including the original Spider-Man comic book.
Some of my favorite things.
Yeah. Yes. I love that they have the stuff from the films. And so you've got Tom Holland's costume here from Spider-Man Homecoming. But you also go back in time. That's the Green Goblin mask from the original Spider-Man back in 2002.
Which is so cool.
Yeah. Along with the Pumpkin Bomb. And then more from Homecoming, you have the Vulture's mask here.
And you don't realize how short he really actually is.
Yeah.
He's a good couple inches off the floor there.
Yeah. You got the controversial poster that they didn't end up
pulled.
They pulled.
Yeah.
You you can watch the entire full Spider-Man theme song.
Which I didn't
Which,
know.
yeah, it goes on for like 5 minutes. It's a very long thing. And then you do have a wonderful photo over there with Spider-Man hanging. Moving on into the next room, you have the Tesseract from Captain America 1 or Avengers 1. And it's there.
Yeah.
And you've got a section here sort of about how the comic books are made. And an exhibit on the Hulk. And She-Hulk. Now, out of all the superheroes in the MCU, my favorite is Iron Man. And they have the suits from the movies. So you've got the original, the Mark 1 from the original Iron Man. You've also got Mark 3, they're all banged up too. And then you got the suit here from Iron Man 3. And then I love this. They've got some more props from the movies over here. So you'd have the briefcase, which I think was Iron Man 2, along with the arc reactor from Tony's chest. Cool. You've got Nick Fury's costume right here from Avengers, complete with the eye patch. And then you got Captain America stuff. All right. So you have Winter Soldier's costume from Endgame on the right, and then this is obviously Captain America's suit and shield, and you get to see the shield. Those are both from Age of Ultron. They've got another shield up here, much more battle damage, as that's the one from Endgame. So I'm not sure how well this is going to work on camera, but they've got like a Pepper's Ghost effect here for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, he runs around and does stuff, and they
Yeah.
tell you facts about it.
It is, it's pretty neat. Also very different than a lot of the other stuff you see here in the attraction. Let's see if they're gonna fly. Yep, they're flying away. As we continue with the Avengers, you got stuff from Thor, including Loki's helmet from the first Avengers film, and some more. Ah, this is great stuff too. You got Hela's costume from Ragnarok, and then Thor, and the hammer. So cool to see all this stuff in person. Also, I really like that they give you all the information so you can see exactly what Thor's costume is made out of, every piece. They even tell you what some of the props and weapons are made out of too. So the hammer's made out of resin, metal, and leather. It's pretty cool. Also, Thor is a big dude. Over here is Black Widow's costume and batons from the original Avengers film.
It's also interesting of how much this costume is made of plastic. Like everything is plastic.
Yeah. So the exhibit is in two different halves, and we just finished up half one. It was going to go into half two, but you've got to check this out because you've got the Hulk and you've got Thor. And in we go to Gallery 2. First thing we get to in Gallery 2 is Daredevil. And they've got Daredevil's costume, cane, glasses, and the Nelson and Murdoch sign from the Fantastic Netflix show. We've got a cool exhibit here where you get to pick your favorite Marvel character. All right, Molly, tough choice. Who is your favorite? Molly likes Spider-Man, and then it casts your vote over here, and it tells you what spot he's in. Spider-Man's in second.
He's close though.
Yeah, very close.
It's the same percentage.
Yeah. And then you've got just a really fun exhibit here showing off all sorts of toys from all different generations. I had so many of those X-Men action figures. Another showing how comics are made and understanding the form. This does make sense being right near the, of course, the Daredevil stuff. You've got all the other Defenders. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You've got Luke Cage's hoodie.
From the Netflix.
Yeah. And then you got Iron Fist stuff and Jessica Jones stuff as well. More displays here, all about the street level Zeros. So you've got Blade, Ghost Rider, and then some more displays over here. We now move into the next one. It's pretty cool. All sorts of Doctor Strange stuff. And some cool visuals in here. You got the Ancient One's costume from Doctor Strange. And then of course, the Doctor's costume itself. It's cool that you get like all sides view of it too, so you can see the cloak and everything. The next exhibit focuses on the X-Men, and I've really enjoyed this Marvel exhibit here at the museum, but the X-Men area, not the best.
It is a little what?
Especially when there's so many X-Men films. You know, I was hoping to see Wolverine stuff and Professor X stuff. They do have an animation cell from the TV show in the 90s.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, and I love that show. But not the strongest part of the exhibit, even though Deadpool is reading 101 jokes about Captain America. Stuff over here for Captain Marvel, including her costume. Big display over here for Thanos. A little bummed, I was really hoping they were going to have the Infinity Gauntlet here.
No, I do like the artwork of how they have every Avenger, superhero.
Really fun photo op here for Miss Marvel. And excited for that. I think it's going to get a Disney Plus show at some point. And it should be pretty entertaining. Guardians of the Galaxy section is really cool. You've got a bust of Groot who's insanely detailed. Really cool. And some of the props that you'd really want to see from the Guardians films. So you've got Drax's knives and Star-Lord's Walkman.
Yep.
Complete with the Awesome Mix Volume 1. And then you got Star-Lord and Gamora's costumes. Get a good shot of the mask here. And that'll do it for the exhibit here. You exit through the gift shop. And I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
So cool.
There's so many props.
Seeing so many of the props from the movies and like the original comic books and things like that. I loved it. We're big Marvel fans, so we thought we were going to like it. It lived up to the hype. The exhibit took us about an hour to go through. And if you're in the Chicago area from now, I think it runs through September. Definitely check this out. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching.